Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If you all are new to the channel, welcome. I am Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game World of Warships Legends. It's nice to meet you all. And for those that are stopping by for the first, second, third, fourth, fifth plus times, welcome back. And today we're taking a look at the USS Tennessee, which is a tier 5 tech tree battleship for the Americans. New. Anyway, we have AA Guns Mod 2. We have Propulsion Mod 2. We have the Hull B for the Tennessee. We have the targeting systems as well, but we do not have the engine mod. Keep that in mind. We have high explosive shells, armor-piercing shells, damage control party, of course. We have 3 repair parties, and we have 3 spotters. We have the early adopter flag, and then we do not have a camo on our Tennessee, so keep that in mind. And the reasoning is, let's go take a look at the bureau here, is because I want to save all my camos, because eventually I'm going to get this camo here, which is the red, white, and blue camo for the Tennessee. So I'm just waiting until I get that. Anyway, let's go take a look at stats now. We have 54,000 hit points. We have 16 through 457 millimeters of armor, and we have a 28% torpedo reduction, which is actually decent, so a little higher than some others. We have 12 14-inch guns. Each go out to about 17 kilometers, 17 plus kilometers. Pretty nice indeed. 30-second reload. And the turret rotation is pretty slow because it's a battleship. The HE shells, you have a 30% fire chance, and the AP has like a 12,000 max damage, so it's pretty good. A defense, not the best. At this tier, you're not going to really be worrying about A way too much, but yeah. Maneuverability, it's 6. It's low for a reason. It's very, very slow, just like the Nevada, if you guys saw the previous video. And the turning circle, not that great, but yeah. And then the not the survivability, but the concealment, not good as a battleship. And as you guys can see, there's a bit of more armor on the Tennessee than there is on the Nevada. The Nevada has like 19 everywhere. This has 25 everywhere, so it's actually pretty good. It's a little bit better, and it can ricochet some more higher caliber shells, hopefully, if you angle correctly and all that stuff. But as you guys can see, the Citadel is absolutely massive. Don't get hit there by high caliber shells. It's agile, ironclad, slow. I guess so. Take a look at the commander. We have Andrew Cunningham, Otto Ciliax. We have Built to Last as well. Flammable Cannoneer, Gyrating Drill Bits, Marksmanship, Reaching Out XXL, Will Rebuild. He's a legendary 2, rank 16 captain. I'll see y'all over in the gameplay. Enjoy the video. Alrighty, so here we are. I had no idea what map this is. I think we're going to look at the map here in a second. It's Haven. Alright, so as you guys know, we're in the Tennessee, and we're going to be roaming around doing some things with these guns and just having a ball, really. There's not much going for this ship. To me, it's just another standard kind of dreadnought American battleship, like the New Mexico, the Primal, the Arizona. Yeah, it's not really anything going for it, but it's just different, and for the name, it's different as well. So, yeah, it's nice to have something new, I guess. But yeah, as you guys can see, we fired off a first salvo at an enemy there, hoping to do some damage, and it looks good. And yeah, we do chunk that Colorado for nearly 10,000 damage, bringing our damage up to 8,000. So not a bad hit at all. So now, as you guys could see, there's a battleship over there, and then this Myoko decides to roll around broadside. I have no idea what he was thinking. He all of a sudden got some minor shit to the brain. So we're looking at the battleship, we're like, screw it. I cannot pass up an opportunity to blap a cruiser, especially a tier 6 cruiser at that. And this guy, I have no idea what he's doing. So we shoot out, and that is some of the tightest grouping I've ever seen. An absolute deletion on that poor Myoko, bringing our damage up to 40,000 damage. I told you guys this video was going to be a cool one. Like if you guys saw yesterday's video, and it's pretty fun. It's a lot more entertaining than my Nevada video, because Nevada is very, very slow. And it's just, yeah, it's not much fun for me to play. Anyway. So, unfortunately, we do get bombed, and we are in a carrier game, and it seems like lately I've been getting into a lot of carrier games in my Tier 5 ships. It's unfortunate, but it's just how that is. Now, we're looking around for someone to shoot, and unfortunately there's not many people, but we are getting some plane shootdowns, but just barely. The AA is nothing special, and it's because I think our allies are near us that they're doing most of the damage to the planes, and we're just snatching them up. But yeah, the AA, nothing crazy, but we will get some plane shootdowns in this battle, but like I've said, it's not really that good. And yeah, there's some other ships that just do so much better in the AA department than this ship. This ship is not very good with the AA, but I mean, hey, we are getting some plane shoot down, so I'll take it. But yeah, so we're trained our guns over towards middle, hoping to see somebody pop up for us, and unfortunately, nobody's really popping up. It's just kind of a slow kind of game. And this ship, Tennessee's even slower than the Tier 4. This thing goes 16 knots right now on my build. So it's horribly slow. And sometimes you don't even reach that 16 knots because you're going to be turning and it's going to slow you down, and you're never going to really reach that top speed unless you're going straight. So yeah, but this thing is horribly slow. I mean, dreadful. One of the slowest battleships in the whole entire game. But yeah, so we see a Colorado again. I think that's the Colorado we shot at earlier. Looks like he wants to pop out, and we're gonna hopefully give him some love here. But then we see the Atlanta, so we're like, you know what? We're gonna fire at him because Atlantas need to die. And what do we all know about Atlantas, folks? What do we all know about the Atlantas? Well, if you don't know, it's an HE spammer, and it's got 15 guns that is capable of launching 15 shells in the air every what, 3 to 4 seconds. And yeah, it's not fun for battleships. Now it's got low range, but still, those guns, if those get in the range, it's going to be unlimited firepower from that thing. And the Atlanta, along with the Flint, are just some crazy HE spammers. And anytime you see them, take shots at them because they are extremely deadly. And yeah, we're firing off a full salvo at this Byron here, hoping to get some decent hits. Now we're at 40,000 damage, and we do get a really decent hit, bringing our damage up to 52,000. If my math is correct, we just hit him for about 12k there. So not bad at all with these little guns. They're not as big. They are 14s, like if you know on the New Mexico and the Arizona, and even the Primal, if you guys have that thing. Yeah, and even the California as well. But 14-inch guns are pretty standard here at these low tiers. It's when you get to tier 6 is when you get into the 16-inch range with your guns. It's pretty nice. Yep, and we do fire back at them, and we do get a hit, but no damage, unfortunately. And yeah, that's how that is, unfortunately. Anyway, so we're sailing forwards. We're trying to get into the battle here. The reason why I'm pushing is because if I just decide to sit back, this Atlanta is going to get so much HE into me that I probably would die. So the best play is here to rush his island so he can't shoot over and hit me anymore. Which is what we're going to do. See what I mean, guys, with this Atlanta? All he has to do is park up behind an island, start spamming away. And it's an absolute menace. It's the OG fire starter of this game. This game was released back in, I think it was like one of the very first campaign ships. And yeah, Atlanta is an absolute menace. But yeah, as you guys could see, we haven't talked about the teams yet, but we have killed, it looks like 3 ships. They've only killed 2 of our ships, and we are in a bit of a lead here, fortunately for us. And yeah, we're just going to sail around. We're going to try to get as close as we can so this Atlanta can't hit us no more. Closing the range is going to make it to where his arc it's not able to go over the island. And you're going to see here in a minute, he's going to start hitting the island with his shells because he cannot lob over it no more because we're not far away. So yeah, it sucks to be him, huh? And this is how you counter Atlanta players. If you want to even... Now, there's 2 ways. You either run or you close the range fast as fuck. I mean, that's the only way you're going to do it. If you just sit in his little sweet spot and you just keep sailing a straight line, doing nothing, just letting him hit you, you're going to die eventually. I mean, Atlantas just have that firepower. Now, he's still getting some hits on us, but if you notice, he just stopped shooting at us because he can't hit us no more. He has to shoot over the island in order to hit us. And, yeah, so... Anyway, we're shooting at this Colorado again, hoping to get a good hit. We're at 57,000 damage, and it looks pretty darn decent. And unfortunately, we don't really get anything out of it. We only get about 2,000 to 3,000 damage, nothing special at all. And yeah, the match is coming to an end. I mean, we've only got a couple minutes left, and it's still decently close. They could still pull this back. I mean, they got a whole bunch of ships to do it. But what you're about to see is crazy. As you guys can see, I'm putting myself into a position. I've always talked about it to where if you put yourself into a position, or you get yourself into something, you can't get out of it. So it's kind of your ultimatum. You got one shot of it. You fuck it up, you die. This thing does not have the maneuverability, the speed, and it does not have the power to disengage. So once I get into this position where I'm fighting this battleship here and this cruiser at the same time, I gotta come out on top or I will lose. and you have to be on your game in these kind of situations. It's a brawling scenario. You cannot get out of it once you get into it. So, we're waiting. This Atlanta's still sitting behind his island, and we are about to brawl the hell out of this dude. Now, we see the carrier, and we're tempted to shoot at him. I think we actually do, and we do manage to get a hit or two, and not a whole lot of damage, but yeah, we get a few thousand. And now, this is where the Normandy fucks up, and he decides to go broadside, and he gets absolutely crapped on for it. We're at 81,000 damage. We're trying to wait for our back gun to get reloaded. Unfortunately, our front one is completely disabled. Our team has killed 2 battleships, and bye-bye. Bye goes Normandy. And then, the Atlanta looks like he's backing up. Are we going to get the gun on him to finish him? You'll have to see. And we get hit by some bombs from the carrier, unfortunately. Luckily, we didn't get citadeled, and 1 second to go. We are firing off the gun. Will we get the citadel? And yes, we do. We get the high caliber, bringing our damage up to 99,000. Bye-bye goes the Atlanta. And now, our only priority target is that carrier, the Ranger. So, I don't know what you guys thought of that little brawl there, but that was 2 kills and 2 salvos. I don't mind if I do. And see what I mean? If you want to get yourself in that situation, you cannot get out of it. So you better get your game on, and you better blap them 2 mother effers, or they'll blap you. That's just how that is. But I was on my game, and I've done this scenario plenty of times, and I'm a great player. And I'm not like, the best player, but I know I'm a great player, and I know what I'm doing, and I could manage to come out on top in that kind of situation. So yeah, to those people who think I'm a crappy player, well, you're just wrong. So I mean, I've been playing this game the day it came out. So yeah. Anyway, Pensacola comes rolling around broadside. And yeah, we unfortunately get 7 overpens for no damage. There is a bug going around in this game, by the way, if you guys aren't aware. It's where you shoot at a ship, you'll get like a bunch of overpens and basically no damage. And that's a bug if you guys get it. Don't freak out too much, basically, because it's a common bug. So yeah. Anyway, the match is coming to an end. I mean, we just completely crapped and steamrolled their chance of winning this game. I mean, there's nothing they could do. Our team did manage to take out the Pensacola, and now the Ranger is coming out. We're at 105,000 damage. And yeah, so far this match has been very, very fun indeed, and we're about to win. I mean, there's nothing the enemy can really do here, and that looks really, really juicy, but unfortunately we get a bunch of overpens again, no damage. We get our Confederate, and we are at 112,000 damage, and these guns aren't screwing around. They are 14-inch guns, and there are 12 of them. So yeah. But yeah, we're about to be done with the game here, and we finish off at about 112,000 damage. It looks like our team is going to get the carrier kill. We're still going to fire out. Maybe we'll snatch it, but unfortunately, no. Our team does get the kill for the carrier, and that's the battle ended, folks. I hope you all did enjoy the video. That was my review and gameplay of the USS Tennessee, the Tier 5 new battleship for the Americans. And yeah, I hope you all did enjoy. Like I've said, punch the like button, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy.